Hi, I'm Jim. I'm a Charcoal Crusader. We're here to do some wings on the charcoal grill. Just a few seconds to say who we are. We're a bunch of folks that have been grilling a long time, using charcoal, loving every minute of it. What are we? What we're not is we're not going to try and impress you with professional videography or background music or great graphics. That's not what we're all about. What we're about is going step by step from the very beginning to the very end, so nothing gets missed. We know exactly how we're doing it. In the end, hopefully that people will send us their ideas too. We're always learning. We don't know everything. We just, do the best we can. So here we go. We're going to do wings. First, let's start with what you need to do the job. You need wings. You need a container for the wings. And the container is because we're going to create a mojo, if you will. It's going to sit overnight. Between 12 and 18 hours is best. But if you do less than that, that's good too. You need 32 ounces of orange juice. That's a quart. That's about what this is right here. I'm not brand specific, but it has to be no pulp. The pulp tends to burn on the chicken, so no pulp. You need about 7 cloves of garlic, a spoon, garlic press, basting brush. You're going to need garlic powder, garlic salt, onion powder, onion salt. Keep in mind that is not going on the chicken. That's going to be what we use to season our charcoal. You'll see. You need a little container for that stuff. You need a timer, measuring cup, tongs. Okay, we're going to start with, I'm going to rinse these wings real quick. Make sure everything's good. Alrighty, very good. You want to dump in your orange juice. Note the size of the container. It doesn't need any bigger than necessary because you want this orange juice to try and surround these wings. And halfway through your 12 to 18 hours, you want to turn them over. That's not a bad idea. Okay, we're going to take our garlic. I normally don't use a garlic press. I usually chop it up, but for this particular application, it's better to just crush them in there. Nothing fancy. Some people will add some salt to this. I try to avoid salt as much as possible. It's just not something we need to be putting in our bodies any more than what's necessary. If you like salt, put a tablespoon of salt in there. I personally do not. Okay, from there we're going to take this same spoon and we're just going to kind of push that garlic around in there a little bit. Make sure everything's good to go. And of course we're going to put the wings into the container. I like to put them outside up to start, because even if I don't turn these over, they will absorb the mojo. Just kind of smash them in there. Okay, good to go. All right, we got that. I'm gonna rinse my hands. Put the top on and put them in the fridge. And as it happens, I did some last night, so we're just gonna keep right on going. Rinse my hands again. Okay, there's two things that we didn't talk about. This is Louisiana Hot Sauce. I like this particular brand. It's the Walmart Great Value. The reason that I like this one, it's not too thick. That way it won't burn on the grill. This is a maybe. I like a little bit spicier. This is habanero sauce. I use this one. Again, with this stuff, I'm not all that brand specific, and we haven't accepted any advertising money for this stuff anyway. If that changes in the future, we'll let you know. But these are the best. You use 1.5. This is 12 ounces, so you need about 18 ounces. Okay, we're gonna push this to the side. Okay, what we're gonna do is, of course, we're gonna put the wings into this. Okay, now with the measuring cup, you want to make a mess. You need about 3/4 of a cup. That's about half a cup. And that's about 1/4 of a cup. Okay, good. So we'll get that, and we'll move this out of the way. The rest of it, make it go away. Okay, we've done that. Now we're going to put, again, I like it a little bit warm. The other option is if other people are eating it and they don't like it as hot, you make a bowl, you take the other half of this, 6 ounces, put it in a bowl, a couple of shakes of this stuff, it's plenty, stir it around, and you have a dipping sauce. But I'm the only one who's going to be eating these, and I like it a little bit hot. So there you go. Just kind of shake it up a little bit, always a good idea. And just kind of pour it over the top of these things. Get it on there nice and even. Cover them all. We're going to rebase these in on the grill, of course, but more coverage is better. Half of this. That's about right. Okay, these are ready to basically go on the grill. But first, we need to do our charcoal seasoning. Onion salt, onion powder, garlic salt, garlic powder. You don't need much. Just about that much of each one. So we'll put that in there. That's about right. Kind of shake it around a little bit. And that's about how much you're going to need in there. Now you'll note that we have not started the grill yet, and that's purposeful. We're doing that on purpose for this particular recipe. Let's go on out and take a look at that, and we'll go from there. We'll come back for these wings in a minute. These are the only two products or brand names that I am brand specific on, and that is Kingsford Products and Weber Grill. Okay, why? This particular recipe, you need lighter fluid. We don't want that charcoal to be really hot when we put the wings on. We want it to be starting. And the thing about Kingsford lighter fluid is that as soon as the flames are gone, the odor is gone. So you can get your food on there quick, and that's a good thing. The briquettes, the charcoal, it burns the same every time. I've tried them all. I've been using this for over 55 years, and it's never been different. It's always been perfect, okay? The other thing, of course, is the grill. Again, I've tried them all. The was raised with a Weber. Matter of fact, when I was a kid, I was raised right down the street from where they made these. Nothing beats the way they cook, the way they circulate. They don't cost a ton of money, and they last a long, long time. So that's important. I mean, now, the process. Okay. You'll note, if you're looking in here, this is the old charcoal from my last grilling. That's good stuff because it burns, it starts faster. And that's good because underneath, we've got the heat building from underneath. The other charcoal is just trying to catch up. These, note how I've got these, are always here. I set that up. When that heat rolls around, instead of rolling around to the bottom and up the vents again, it kind of rolls around, comes out the vent on the top, but it also hits this and kind of planes the heat over a little bit. It's a little bit different effect for this. It's a great way to go. So what I'll do, because I had these before, now I'll put these on here. Make sure that the vent is open on the bottom. You can see the vent is open. We're going to keep the vent on the lid closed for now. That's important. Okay. Dump in some charcoal here. That's plenty. Put some of that over here. And again, see, we've got some of the charcoal here. I think that's might be the most, if not one of the most important parts of the process, is to make sure you've got it like this. This is where your grill's going to go, so that's where it's at. All right. Put a little bit of charcoal lighter fluid on there. You don't need a whole lot. Light it. I suggest getting the grill back on top as quickly as possible. If there was any residue on it, it'll burn it right off. I'm going to go get the wings. I'll be right back. While we're waiting for that to settle down, my timer's set at 35 minutes. We do 4 rounds of this. First one is 35 minutes. Second one is 35 minutes. Third one is 15 minutes. And the fourth one is 15 minutes. For a total of 100 minutes. 35, 35, 15, 15. So we'll be ready with that. We're ready to go when this is done. Okay, the flame has gone out. We're going to wait just a half a minute. Going to be ready. I like to turn the grill around. It's a little bit dangerous, I think, as you could get burned. Be careful if you're going to do it. I like to do it because it allows the hottest part of the grill to touch the chicken and it sears it. All right, come on a little closer. We're going to take a look at this. We're going to put these on here. They will shrink a little bit as we cook them, but try and give them as much space as possible. Okay, now, this is really important. You've got to make sure you cover them good the first time. Get them good and sealed. Don't be afraid to use some of the sauce. Zip, zip, zip on there. Now, here comes another really important part of this. Okay, this is the seasoning for it. Remember, the lid or the vent is closed. When I put this on, the vent is going to be over the food, not the charcoal. So what you do is you take this, kind of sprinkle it on here, and get that lid on. We're going to let it go for 10 to 15 seconds like that. Start my alarm. Open the vent all the way. And we'll be back in 35 minutes. Need this. Looking good. If it's a windy day, close it about 2/3 of the way. Never touch the bottom one. Do this one. The wind will force the charcoal to get too hot. So we're going to set our alarm again at 35 minutes. And we'll see you in 35 minutes. Okay, that's 35 minutes. Sun came out, so I had to put my hat and my glasses on. This is Florida. Okay. Oh, looking good, looking good. Okay. Same thing. Get them covered. Okay, I'll cover it up again. Open this thing just a little bit more, about make it 2/3 of the way open. All right, I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay, there's our 15 minutes. This is the last time we need to do this. Before you take the lid off, close it all the way. Leave the bottom one open. That's still open. But close this. I do it beforehand so I don't forget. All right, looking great. Okay. These wings, the chicken itself is done. We're going to do the last 15 minutes to bake on our last application. See you in 15 minutes. Chico getting in on the act. Okay. There we have it. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Before I even take them off, always remember to close the bottom vent. That way we're going to preserve a lot of this charcoal because, like I said earlier, that stuff is important, those half-done ones. So, I'm going to cover them for about 10 minutes and then we eat. Okay, it's time to eat. You enjoyed doing this? Next time, we're going to, I think we're going to take out a prime rib. So if you want to come a little closer and see what we got here? Delicious. Perfect. Thanks much. We'll see you soon. Bye.